Let's go. Can you explain the different five plans
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us?
So and with the plans, there's a quiz you can take. There's questions at the beginning of each plan that says this may be you for, if, but I do recommend that you go through the plans and rotate them the first time out and journal what makes you feel better, what didn't, when you added something back, how did that make you feel? So there's homework to be done, and it's a beautiful cookbook, by the way. So the recipes, the plans, the shopping list are all in here with reason and reasons for why to do each plan. And so the first plan is my Keto-Green Extreme plan. And I say, the magic begins, right? The magic begins. So Keto-Green Extreme is basing my healthy keto, healthy fats, high quality protein. We need protein for muscle, bones, everything else. We need fat for satiety and hormones. So we can't, and then we need lots of greens to feed our microbiome to support digestive health. And so with intermittent fasting, that's the Keto-Green basis. Now, the Keto-Green Extreme eliminates all nightshades. It eliminates nuts and peppers and eggplant and tomatoes. And I'm Middle Eastern. So I love my baba ganoush. I love tomatoes in every way. I can eat it like an apple, right? It's beautiful. And so it's probably one of the hardest plants for me. So, but it's oftentimes if you have an autoimmune disease or Hashimoto's, then this is something, and you've hit a plateau, or you're not seeing a shift, or you're not getting where you want to. This 6-day plan is really, really powerful for that, and you'll get satisfied. You won't feel hungry. Your body will be nourished, and the recipes are beautiful. So that's the first plan. I can tell you one of the recipes in my Keto-Green Extreme plan that you'll really, really love is, well, it's one of my fish recipes served on a bed of arugula with my cilantro lime dressing. And, just gorgeous, healthy, and satisfying. So the second plan, would you have any questions about that plan, Sara?
No, that's it. That is what that is what you've been focusing on and we talked about last time. And so it's really interesting that you have added these other ones. So I'm really curious and how you've alternated into the other plans as well.
Yeah. And so the next plan, oftentimes when, people are going keto or restricting carbs, they often become constipated. And in fact, I was interviewed on a wonderful radio show the other day, and the host was like, well, I've dealt with constipation my whole life. She's in her mid 40s. And so basically given up, and her voice, I could totally hear, she gave up on the idea that it could be fixed. Let me tell you, this plant-based detox will go a long way to fixing and helping with constipation. The plans and rotating them will help with that too. If we're not having a bowel movement a day, and I spent my life, seriously, the first 3.5, 4 decades of my life dealing with constipation. I mean, and for my patients, I would ask them, are you constipated? And they would say, no, no, I'm fine. And then I would examine them and I would think, gosh, you got bloating. You really feel constipated. How often do you use the bathroom? And they would tell me, oh, once or twice a week, having a bowel movement. I was like, okay, if you're not having a bowel movement once or twice a day, you're constipated. And that used to be me. Used to have to put fingers in the vagina to help reduce the stool. And after childbirth and with age and prolapse, that can be a possibility. Listen, that doesn't happen anymore. And I've reversed that in so many patients non-surgically. So I think that's really important to say. So also our gut microbiome, and you talk about this a lot, the gut microbiome supports serotonin production, supports estrogen detoxification. We need, our gut is the first line of defense for our immune system, for our body, and trillions of bacteria within our body. So we really focus on a diverse plant-based detox here. And it is keto-green, so it's low carbohydrate. My vegetarians, you will love this because this is kind of giving you another way, another option, and substituting. There's no grains in this plant-based detox at all. No grains, no legume. You will love it. And then we go into the complete carbohydrate pause, which is a carnivore-ish plan. And you'll see my cardamom seared liver that my daughter, who's 14, will have second helpings of. I mean, really, really delicious. And because sometimes our digestion is so essentially um, uh, dysfunctional that we're not digesting the plants. We are
Yeah.
very sensitive to them. So eliminating them for a short time can be necessary, and you'll see those results pretty quickly. And I do nose to tail in this plan, and the recipes are really balanced. And also, you'll get into high ketosis, and you'll feel amazing. You'll feel amazing. And then the
And
next,
you're also giving your body all of those great amino acids for the muscle building. And I honestly, Anna, I feel my very best when I prioritize the protein, and then I will play around with the vegetables, whether I eat them or not, or minimize them. But that is something that I think women are afraid to eat too much protein. So I'm really excited that you have incorporated that. And I can't wait to try those recipes. I know liver is so healthy for you, but it's something that I have not dived into as far as eating it or cooking it.
yeah, try this recipe. You will really, really like it. And that's the thing too. For me too, prioritizing protein. That is I'm very conscientious about that. And I did do carnivore, experimenting with it, and I did it too long for me. You know, even more than a few weeks for me was too long. My body was doing great, and then that's why I want these. That's where it's like the whole, you're intuitive, the sense of rotation. I do better Keto-Green. That is my gold, right? That is where I function the best. But sometimes this experimentation of like eliminating nightshades, gosh, I did not want to do that. But it's a nice pause. So that carnivore plan is really good. And I think definitely for the short haul, it works really, really well. And then listening to your body. What is it telling you? What works? What doesn't? I mean, we used to eat nose to tail. We don't do that anymore. So now we're taking supplements and glandulars and additional hormones and all the things that we do. So this is a good ancestral plan. And then you're in high ketosis with this plan. So your brain's on fire, the brain fog, I mean, all of them really, but especially this, your brain fog's lifting. And and really incorporating um, uh, some important, like you'll just feel better. So you're in high ketosis, you're not hungry. So you don't have to rely on your willpower. And willpower is physiologic. So that's really important to remember, is that when your blood sugar is nice and stable, you're not going to be doing this all day.
Right.
So, and having to need snacks and ridiculous stuff that we do not need in menopause and beyond. And so the next plan is a complete cleanse. It's the Keto-Green cleanse. And this cleanse, it's designed to help support, you'd be so happy, liver, gallbladder detoxification, and gastrointestinal healing. We did this plan pre-book release back in November, right before Thanksgiving, for 6 days in my girlfriend doctor private membership community. And the results were amazing. In fact, one of the stories was published on the front page of, you'd see the title on the front page of First for Women magazine. If you go to the grocery store and you grab First for Women, Trisha Yearwood's on the cover, and it says 11 pounds in 6 days. It's a real story. So I think it's really, and we want to diurese excess fluid. We want to heal the cell membranes, close the gaps that are creating issues in our body. And it's amazing. She's continued to do well. She's kept 10 of those 11 pounds off. And I was just so proud of her. It was just amazing. It just feels so good in just 6 days. And she's in her late 60s.
Mm.
And the next plan is where sometimes been in the keto lifestyle for a long time. I have this specifically with my athletes, right? My professional athletes, and they are so dedicated and so like black and white, right? And so, and they hit a plateau. They're not getting as strong in the gym. They're not feeling the results of their workouts. They're not sleeping as well at night. And, in general, for anyone who's been doing this too long, sometimes we have to add carbohydrates back. So incorporate some healthy, higher carbohydrate meals in here that work just beautifully together. And then one of my clients, Debbie, she says, gosh, I feel so much after she eats, the higher carb for a few days, she feels so much better. Her workouts are better. Her runs are longer and stronger. And I think that's important, again, to listen to your body.
Yeah.